Mr. Tim. Mr. Jackie. Take a seat, Donnie.
Mr. Fred. Hey, good morning, John.
All right, let me give you all the names. That's Mr. Gary. That's Mr. Jackie. Mr. Fred. And Miss Robin over there.
Miss Robin.
Good morning, Mr. Tim.
Good morning, Miss Robin. Thanks.
If a woman is married, does she become like Mrs. Robin? Or you always stick to the Miss?
Well, usually, I would say like this is, I stick to the Miss.
You do?
Mrs. Stern, thanks for having me on the show again. I just want to say, if I may, listening to your show today, right now, is Mr. Kevin, Mr. Steve, Mr. John, and Mr. Fred, the wonderful window workers who wash the windows in the next building.
You see, Tiny, would they corral you outside?
Yeah, I couldn't find the building, and Mr. Kevin was so nice to take me here.
And they said, "Hey, Tiny, would you mention us on Howard's show?"
Yeah, that's right.
See, people say that to me all day. You just go, "Yeah," and then you don't do it.
Oh, no, I have to keep my word.
No, you got to blow them off. This is what they have to do there, Tiny.
See, Tiny.
Tiny got corralled outside, but Tiny, he loves everything clean, so he sees window washers right away. He's like, "Oh, he's beside himself."
Beautiful. This is wonderful work.
What are you using on those windows? Tilex or other products?
I was shocked. I asked Mr. Gary, who was so nice outside, he really died, Andy Gibb.
Yeah.
I am shocked to hear this. And if I may really say, he did die of love.
He died of love.
You're not claiming AIDS or anything.
I think he was definitely in love with Victoria Principal.
Oh, you're saying that?
Agree.
And the thing is, it is such a hard. The game of love is one of the most hardest games in the world. I mean, love in itself. I just thank Jesus Christ for his blessings and helping me. But even with my wife, Miss Jan, she's so beautiful. I met her. We got along together again last night. We went out to.
Oh, you did get together?
Yeah, well, but you know what happened? We went out to a lovely place out there.
Nice romantic place.
Beautiful place.
Yes.
Then she said to me, I love my dog. And I can't visit your hotel unless I bring my dog.
Right.
And I said, well, darling, as much as I love you, we can't have dogs in the hotel. And even if we could, if that's where it is.
You mean it's over a dog? Your whole marriage broke up?
Unbelievable. Well, we got together again last night, and now it's off. She loves her dog more than me, apparently.
Oh, Tiny.
Honestly.
Let me get this straight, Tiny. You don't want the dog in the hotel because, first of all, you like it clean and you don't like dogs in your room.
Oh, no, I love pets, but the hotel lets dogs visit, but not, we can't have dogs.
You can't stay.
Right.
But since your wife doesn't live with you anyway, I'm saying, why couldn't she bring the dog to visit? It seems to me I could solve this whole marital problem, Tiny. if I may enter into this, if I may do some counseling right now, maybe it'll help you. Tiny, look who's doing counseling.
Right.
But Tiny, let me say something.
Somebody you can help.
Your wife comes over and visits you once in a while. But I thought that you don't like her in your room because she's messy and you like a clean room.
Well, that's true, but she's learning now.
Okay, so let's say she comes and visits you, once a month?
Well, the way it looks like now, it used to be every day.
It used to be every day she visited you?
Maybe 2-3 days.
Well, why can't you go over her place and visit her?
Because that's not clean.
Oh, you don't like to be...
No, I'd love to. It's just that she lives in a very small box, in a very small place. And, it's more roomier in my place.
Well, Tiny doesn't want to tiptoe through the dog duty, is what he's saying. If you know what I'm saying. Am I correct?
No, she keeps the house very clean. Very clean.
She does. But the point is, why couldn't you just go over there, see her with the dog every once in a while, and your marriage will be fine?
Well, I am now, but it looks like she's very busy. Right now, and she's working at some artwork. She comes and goes. So
she doesn't even want to see you anymore. Did she pretty much tell you that?
I think she's playing hard to get.
Well, that's the game of love. Tiny is right.
That's what a wife is supposed to do.
Tiny, of course, was not implying that Andy Gibb died of literal love, meaning, like an AIDS or something, because he didn't, by the way. That was the first thing I thought. Every time I see a young guy die now, I think AIDS. But it wasn't AIDS, obviously.
I really believe it was one woman. He lost his job. I think he had the top rock and roll. He was a host of Solid Gold.
Right.
And he lost that job because of a woman. Believe me, when you fall in love, it is divine and painful at the same time.
Yeah.
If the other person, a very fine Englishman by the name of Ronnie Power, who was the director of Ivor Novello's music, one of the great writers in England.
No, but Tiny, wait a second here. The guy broke up with her 12, how many years ago, Robin?
It's been a long time.
Now,
Now.
you're in love, Tiny. I mean, you're not going to go die over
are you?
it.
Well,
And you're not even really in love anymore, are you? I mean, you're ready for another...
I always love everyone I've met.
You're ready to start dating again.
I've always loved everyone I've met. It's just unfortunately, she's playing hard to get.
I see. So it's time that we set you up on a date.
But it'll be tough because I'm no Rudolph Valentino, but I do love a pretty face.
Yes.
Like Cheryl Tiegs, or
Yes. I understand. I understand.
Well, she could call in
And
today.
Cheryl Tiegs could call in. Is she available? She's no longer married, is she?
Cheryl Tiegs.
You would take her?
Oh, if I go on with her, it'd be wonderful.
Really?
I think she's just dating now, yeah.
Well, maybe she'll call in, Robin. It's been known to happen. Melissa Gilbert we called her on the show, and
That's
Rob
true.
Lowe. Look at all these
That's
good-looking
true.
people that call the show. You saw some of the girls. Let me show you some of the girls that were at the Underpants party. Let me just show
I'd
you
love
some.
to see that.
Yeah, I got a tape. This is the tape that I'm selling. I queued up. I want you to take a look. Now, you tell me about these girls, all right? Now, here, let me turn on the power. Wait a second.
It was working a minute ago.
Hold on. I've never worked this particular set, Mr. Tim.
Oh, sad.
All
Hit
right.
play. These VCRs, this newfangled technology. It's wild. Now here. Now look, Tiny.
Oh,
Look at these girls. All right. Where's the volume on this? Okay, we can't even set up a VCR properly.
I'm telling you, can't even work a television, Howard.
Well, I don't think it's me so much. He can't get it either. There's no volume. He didn't hook up the sound. Hey, imbecile.
How could he not have sound?
Anyway, look at those girls. That's my TV show.
oh, you have a TV show too?
Well, I had one, yeah. I mean, it was special. Is that wild?
It is mighty interesting.
Mighty interesting.
Jackie's getting this in. Look.
It's horrible.
You keep turning over for them.
Oh, my God. Look at that. Is that beautiful?
Very nice women.
What do you think of those? You would like those, right?
Well, they're lovely women. They just haven't got the face I'm looking for.
Oh, really?
He likes a very pretty face.
What about the body you're looking for? You take a body like that,
No, it's face first.
face first. But look at their bodies, Tiny.
Means nothing.
Yeah, but I saw the body on your wife, man. That was.
I'm fortunate that went along with it.
And Miss Vicky used to dance.
That's right. In what's the name of the place in Camden?
Are those girls too old for you? Is that the problem?
Well, they were a little old.
They were.
Oh, tiny.
Tiny. Now, how old do you want your girls to be?
I mean, look, Miss Jan is about 37,
Right.
and she looks like 20.
Yes.
So, really, of course.
You want a 20-year-old.
Well, he wants one that looks like 20.
Right, yeah, I mean, she can be 30.
He likes them young, Robin.
In the 20s.
He told you.
These are pure thoughts, though. I mean, I'd like to dream, write songs, and,
Have a little.
And take a. No, I try to avoid the fornicating moments, but it's just that.
You avoid that.
He does not. He wants babies, I thought. I thought you wanted
in marriage,
Yeah,
right.
you want marriage. Let me say something to the woman. Let me bottom line this for my audience, Tiny. Tiny Tim, look, never mind this. Tiny, you got to have some money socked away. I'm looking at the diamonds on your fingers.
Well, this is.
I mean, wait a second.
This is it was given by a fan.
Yes.
The little pinky ring.
Yes.
And this one I did buy while I was at the circus last year, but that's the only.
You bought that at the circus?
Well, I was traveling with the Great American Circus.
Yeah, but you didn't buy that at the circus.
No, at one of the stores in the circus.
Right, in the circus. I was going to say, what kind of ring is
They
that?
sell those at
There's some
circus?
diamond rings at the circus? But that is a beautiful ring. That's got to be worth a couple of grand.
Well, that's what it would cost.
Girls, what I'm trying to say is think of Tiny as Dee Snider with a ukulele. All right? It's got the long hair. It's got the look that you're after, right?
Well,
all the
I don't
girls
have
love
the
that.
looks, but I do have, I can sing a few songs.
You can sing them some love. You got your ukulele
Well,
thing?
if I may, just a few bars, a little memento for Andy Gibb.
Oh, very nice. Wait a second. Oh, I didn't realize.
And really, I'm not trying to be, funny or anything, but this song, ironically, very short, states what he went through. I reach to touch the walls around me. The shadows of the night surround me. Alone I face my destiny to die of love. I hear their whispers when they see us. Before their words condemn or free us. Alone I face my destiny to die of love.
Eddie Gibbs lucky he's dead. No, let me say something, Tiny. That was a moving tribute. You know, I had tears in my eyes during that.
Yeah.
I'm serious. That was the most moving tribute I've ever. You know, I could not have said it better myself. The man died of love.
No doubt. I still believe that Victoria Principal stuck with him. It was a soulful thing, and that I just did a snip of that song because and there's so many things I know you want to say, but that song was also sung and written by Charles Aznavour in its completion.
Wow, what a tribute! Really, seriously, what a tribute. Very beautiful.
Well, let's hope Tiny doesn't die of love.
Yeah, if you die of love, I'd be very. In fact, I would replay that if I may. If you ever died of love.
Well, if I did, I probably would.
Tiny's a very sensitive man, ladies.
I can't tell you how many diaries I've had going back to 52.
Can I publish those?
Most of them are gone.
Oh, too bad.
But I've had. I saw. I mean, every beautiful classic I've met throughout the years, I've given trophies to, from '63
to women.
To 19.
You give trophies to women?
I used to give trophies out from '63 to '69.
Trophies?
Yeah, I used to make them.
Well, what kind of trophy, though?
Well, sometimes they cost about $25. The highest trophy was about $250. They would say, at the end of the year, I'd give it out to the beautiful girl who lived in my dream world. We each have a dream world, and it would.
What an interesting way to meet a woman.
I'm telling you.
You just won a trophy
In my Dream World contest.
Yeah, you are Miss Dream World.
And it would say, let's say, for example, Miss Snooky, who won my first trophy in '63.
Yes.
She was 18 and said, to beautiful Miss Snooky, the most beautiful girl of the year, 1963.
Really?
No kidding. Wow.
Oh, stop it.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Real. In fact, Warren Beatty liked her. When
really?
She was very pretty.
This was your first girlfriend?
No, this is the first one I got the trophy, though.
I see. But let me say something. Here's the bottom line, girls. Tiny, you were married, 4 times, 2 legally?
No, 3 times, 2 legally.
And what does that mean?
Well, that means the illegal one was in '82.
Was this in Haiti jumping over a broom?
This was at the Holiday Inn.
Yes.
In Hollywood, Florida. I didn't want to have an affair with her before marriage, and I couldn't have an affair with her because her husband died. She was 25. She had a 5-year-old child, and they take the money away that, if she got married again.
Yes.
And this is a rare case where I actually get down on my knees and I say, my mother's Jewish, my father's Catholic, I believe in Jesus Christ, the answer to life. I said, if you get down on your knees, I will marry you right here in front of heaven so that we will not have any shocking sin, fool around before marriage.
Right.
And that's what happened.
I see.
But then we broke up, though.
Lost that loving feeling.
No, she was a very excitable woman.
Why did she leave you?
We had a little argument, a terrible argument, in September of that same year of '82, and when I came back from Australia.
What would somebody argue about with you?
I haven't seen her in 6 weeks. Tonight is my treat in bed.
In bed, yes. She went wild on you.
And I said, "Oh, how wonderful!" And
Super.
Great, babe. Yes.
She was wonderful to me, and we came to her house.
She was gentle and loving in bed that night.
Well,
what kind of session is that?
It never happened because when I put my valise down, they wanted to marry us in Australia and have another Johnny Carson show. And she hit the ceiling when she heard that. She said, "You're not going to make me another Miss Vicky." I said, "But darling, you don't understand." Boom, that was the end of that.
That was it.
She didn't want to get married on TV, is what you said.
Which, I wouldn't have done it anyway, but I was just telling her what they wanted to do when they saw her picture in Australia on TV. And I didn't propose or anything, but she got angry because she thought that I said okay. I only told her what they were going to do.
And she didn't understand that? She didn't accept...
It sounds like Tiny has a problem communicating.
Yeah, that's your problem, Tiny. You know what it is? You get a little You get a little caught up in everything, and you can't communicate so well.
Very true. Very true. It's very hard to get the words out.
Oh. Well, anyway, any of you women understand Tiny's predicament? Now, let me say something about Tiny's predicament. You must be... let me use the words, Tiny. Must be a piece of... okay, can I say this?
You gotta be trophy material.
Trophy material. Now, this Miss Snooki evidently was so beautiful that she actually won a trophy from Tiny, a $250 trophy. Do you understand what I'm saying, girls? In other words, the guy doesn't want any dogs. Do you understand?
Mr. Stern, I should say...
You know, we all love Jesus here, but let's just say one thing. Jesus created a few of the girls didn't look too good.
Oh, yes.
Now, let me say, as you know.
And it's the heart that, you know, I understand that. So I believe me, probably a lot of average-looking girls are 10 times better in the heart than, you know, those classics.
But in other words, you're in show business. You like to be seen with a certain type of woman.
Not even that. No. I go for face first. They can have a Marilyn Monroe carriage, don't mean nothing. They could be, I mean, they could be 100 pounds and have nothing there. It's the face that counts. For instance, as I said, Cheryl Tiegs, Jacqueline Bisset. There's other beautiful angel. I met Elizabeth Taylor when Elizabeth Taylor was 15 when I met her.
Right.
How did
you meet Elizabeth Taylor, Tony?
I was 47 in St. Regis Hotel. I happened to find out her address from someone, and I waited for her on the third floor.
Yes.
And I met her, and she threw me a kiss from the taxi cab.
Well, I think you're married to her. You didn't even realize it. In some countries, that's marriage.
Would you take her now?
No, I'm sorry, I wouldn't.
Oh, Tiny, see, your marriages aren't going to last at this rate.
Well, it's not that much problem.
You know what you need? You need a girl that looks like Ernest Borgnine, Tiny, because that girl will stick with you. Your problem is you link up. I saw your last wife. She's gorgeous.
Oh, beautiful.
You can't hold on to a woman like that.
You should have seen her last night in Stringfellow. So they were all looking at her. Beautiful woman. You know, I always love her. I love her now, but, you know, she prefers the dog. You know, who knows?
Can we call her? Can I try to straighten this out before I put you out on a date?
No, she's just going to work anyway.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, well,
there's no way we can talk to her on the air. Maybe I can help you with this. I can help you communicate.
No, she'll, believe me, I still love her. She'll be over. She'll come over.
All right.
But when she sees fit.
I see. Well, in the meantime, if a beautiful woman, I mean a stunning-looking woman in our audience.
The face first.
Face first.
You heard that. Jacqueline Bisset,
who was it? Cheryl Tiegs.
Yeah.
Can you give us other examples of what you like?
Christy Brinkley?
Lovely.
That you love.
All right.
Lovely.
What about Patty Mullins? She could call in.
Lovely.
Beautiful. You could fall in love with her.
Who couldn't?
You can forget your wife in about 2 seconds with her, right?
I beg pardon?
You could forget your wife.
I never forget any love I've had, whether it goes back to 42 or, you know, I had my names right in my head. Everyone was wonderful. It's just unfortunate. It's very difficult to get along. Sure, you can get a girl who's average and have a better heart, and most beautiful women are cold and, you know, but
bitches.
The thing is to get the whole package.
The whole package.
You know, that's the whole, even Jacob in the Bible.
Yes.
You know, Jacob loved Rachel because she was fair to behold.
Yes.
And basically, Jacob's, Rachel's father said, take Leah too.
Let me give you the bottom line here.
Yeah.
Let me give you the bottom line. In other words, what you're looking for is a Jackie Bisset type.
With
even
a
younger.
good heart.
Maybe 18 with a good heart.
Right.
Okay, you want a beautiful woman with a good personality who will love you.
Beautiful face.
And understand, beautiful face. Understand your particular quirks, if we may call them that. You like a clean apartment. That's not so bad. A man who likes a clean apartment. Right, am I correct?
Correct. And also...
In other words, a woman who doesn't mind the smell of Tilex in the morning, right?
Oh, love that smell. That is a great product.
It is.
I wash my floors with that every day.
Really?
Every
Tony, you
day.
must be so busy all day cleaning and washing.
The bathroom is very... it takes me an hour and a half.
To clean the bathroom?
The tiles and the bathtub and the toilet bowl and the sink and everything.
Every day?
Every day.
And you know, Robin, you're lazy.
Who are you talking to?
She cleans maybe once a month.
Well, maybe she's busy, you know.
She's busy, yes. She's very busy. So when do you do this? In the first thing in the morning?
No, when I take my shower, it takes me an hour and a half with the shower and the cleaning and the everything else.
Oh, so the shower's included in the hour?
Sure. The shower. The shower only takes about 20 minutes. Then comes the facials. Then comes the shaving. Then comes the drying of the hair. And then I'd say the walls, the tub, and the bowl take about maybe 30 to 40 minutes.
Why don't you clean the bowl first?
Yeah, you're washing in a dirty sink.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, why shower first, if I may say so, okay? Because I'm sort of into this germ thing myself. I don't like germ. Believe me, I don't like shaking people's hands either, Tiny. I understand what you're saying.
No.
I mean, but if it was me in my kind of behavior, I would clean the sink, the toilet, the shower, everything. I clean it up first, and then cleanse myself from all the cleaning, from all the germs that I touched. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it works out right this way, because, I do use, a very good, I use, the Pioneer scouring cleanser in the bowls and in the bathtub. Mm-hmm. And also I use, after that, Lysol's bath, and tub bowl cleaner.
Oh, you do?
And the reason if I may say, I don't want anything from these people. I don't want no products or anything.
Right.
But I really say I'm disappointed with the Comet cleanser.
Right.
In fact, you're the first one to hear that. It happened a year ago.
Yes.
I sent a mailgram under another name to Procter & Gamble, saying how disturbed I was that they changed the formula of Comet. Now it can't scratch anymore. And I think a good cleanser has to scratch in the bathtub.
Oh.
What are you, slaughtering sheep in the tub or what? I mean, what do you mean by scratch? I don't understand what
they made Comet more smoother.
It's got to be abrasive.
Abrasive. Right. I understand. So you dropped using Comet.
Right. And now I either use White Rose or Pioneer's own brand because they still have that grit. I told them to put the scratch back in Comet.
You wrote them a letter?
Well, listen, it's consumers like you who help these companies straighten these things out. And here's a man who knows how to clean.
Yes.
And girls, think about that when you call in for Tiny Tim. Here's a man who knows how to clean.
Your bathroom will always be clean.
Oh, I think every man should clean the toilet bowl for his wife.
Really?
I think that was a suggestion a wise man told me.
Yes, absolutely. So anyway, let me take a commercial break here, and let's just say put the scratch back in Comet. That'll be our slogan.
Because they do have a good germ cleanser and a chlorinol in there.
Mm-hmm. God, you must have
He reads up on this stuff.
Well, I've used it. I've used everything from I tell you, when it comes to advertising, we have in this country the greatest supermarkets in the world,
yes.
The eighth wonders.
Yes.
And I remember in 1945, for instance, Procter & Gamble had a toothpaste out called Teal, T-E-E-L, which was a liquid dentifrice, which looked red during the war, which you poured into your hand. This was before they had chlorophyll and fluoride, of course, and ammoniation. All the toothpaste were made, a lot of sugar and abrasives.
Yes.
But so going back to products, I can remember.
Tim is like a memory bank.
It seems to me that Tiny's been around forever.
Yeah, you're Tiny. Seriously, 1945 for crying out loud.
42. I remember listening to Gabriel Heater and sponsored a Four Hands toothpaste for gingivitis.
So even when you were a kid, you were cleaning the bathrooms and stuff?
Not then.
No. But didn't you get annoyed sometimes with yourself, like you're spending a whole hour and a half a day cleaning and stuff? Don't you ever go, oh man, I can't believe I'm doing this. This is nutty.
At first it seemed, yes, I did, but then I said you have to work for something to keep it sparkling. Now my tiles are beautifully sparkling every day, and the bathtub is clean, the bowl is clean.
You walk in there, it's like, oh my God, look at this.
It is. It's lovely. Even the maid is surprised.
Really? Being shocked. Well, anyway, Tiny, let me take a break here. We'll get into the business of getting you a woman, and I find you so fascinating.
I'm telling you the truth.
Your knowledge of just cleaning products alone could take up a 4-hour show. Yeah. Honestly, really, which is quite an impressive monument to you and your life.
And we'll find you a woman, too.
Yes, that's another thing. We're going to find you a woman. I'm going to find you an angel. I'm going to call her a sweet angel.
A trophy.
A trophy-winning sweet angel.
But to all your listeners, Mr. Chairman, Robin, I'll tell you, honestly, the parents have nothing to be afraid of. Yes. When I say 16, 17, 18, I will
16?
not...
Wait a minute.
Calm down, the man's trying to make a point. Yes?
I'll tell you, I will not... I'll treat them properly. I don't believe in any naughtiness.
I understand.
Before marriage.
Like Elvis, who, in fact, housed a 14-year-old at Graceland. Did you know that? Priscilla lived with him when she was 14. He did nothing naughty. She lived there, and he
few pictures,
couple of romps with a monkey, and that was it. Do you understand what I'm saying? In other words, nothing. Yes.
But I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you just pointed something else out.
Yes.
That's another one who died of love.
He died of love.
Elvis Presley, absolutely.
Yes.
Robin,
He loved those drugs so much. He died.
no, I think it started when his mother died, and
Yes,
then
he died of love for his mother.
That's true.
The lump of fat on the back of his mama's neck, as you know, which was named Satinin. Back in 1945, I first met Satinin, the lump of fat on the back of Elvis's mother's neck.
You stood outside and
I stood outside and waited for her, and yes, that is true. You are absolutely right about that.
But also, he died because he also knew that he, committed adultery against his wife.
Yes.
And she wouldn't come back to him, and she went out with this karate player.
Negro karate instructor?
No. No, he was a white man. He was.
Oh, he was.
His name was Mike something.
Mike Stone?
Right.
Yes. Formerly with the FBI, as you know.
I think that was his name. And then and then he got very disturbed and he went haywire. But he was also guilty because he did fool around on his wife.
Yes, he did.
Here is a man who understands love. I got to say this, women, the phones will be ringing off the hook.
But it seems that only men die of love. Have any women died of love?
Oh, absolutely.
Cleopatra, am I correct?
Oh, have women died
Wait,
of
I got to
love?
take a commercial break. Don't ask him good questions like that. I'm telling you right now. You know something? It is. We had a couple of shocking things today. Of course, shocking that Andy Gibb died. Shocking that the phones are still ringing with women. I'm shocked all over the place. And we'll be back with Tiny Tim.
16-year-olds, no less.
Love. Amore, whatever you want to call it, Tiny, it will happen today. Do you know something? Can I tell you one quick story before we break?
Sure.
Mr. Fred Norris over there found love on Dial-A-Date. Fred, if you will. Are you
And
still...
a pretty face, too.
A pretty face? Tell Tiny who you're dating.
Pretty face and a nice carriage.
Pretty face and a nice carriage. He's dating a girl. I smell love and I maybe smell marriage in the air. Is that correct, Fred? Tylex I'm smelling? I'm sorry, Tiny, it was Tylex I'm smelling. I made an error, and forgive me. All right. We'll be back right after this.
Shall we go to the phone?
Yes, Robin. It is time now because Tiny Tim has shared, I think, a little of his personality so the women know what they're in for. They certainly can't walk into this blindly. They know he's a big star. They know that he's, interested in a woman who
Has
is...
a few eccentricities, but he's a good-hearted man.
Something tells me the screening process could take 9 to 12 hours on this one.
This could go over into Monday.
Now, Tiny, I see you have a book here. Is this questions for the girls?
This was a very. It would be so timely with your show, Mr. Cerner. But maybe at the end of the show.
A song?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Hello?
Hi, I'd like a date with Tiny.
Well, no, I don't believe Tiny would ever go out with you, ma'am.
You don't have the face.
Yeah, you don't have the voice.
Oh, I have a deep voice. He'd like my face. I love Tiny.
Okay.
Thanks, anyway.
Listen, beggars can't be choosers. Hello?
Yes, hello.
Oh, now wait a second. You sound very young.
Hello?
Is that correct?
Am I young?
Yes.
Yes.
How old are you?
22.
Well, Tiny, that's certainly interesting. She could have the body of a 9-year-old.
She sounds nice.
I have a C cup.
You have a C cup? Well, that's interesting.
He's more interested in a face.
Tiny's a little shocked at that. Tiny, why are you so shocked?
It's so lovely of the lady to describe
Her breasts?
the other attributes she has.
Yes.
I appreciate her frankness.
Yes. Now, of course, you are 22. You do not have fleas, is that correct?
Oh, no
And
animals.
do you use an abrasive cleaner?
I have Comet in my bathroom.
Well, the old Comet or
the new
Comet?
Just the old Comet.
Oh, very good.
How did you get it?
I like it when it turns blue.
How did you get the old Comet?
Well, I have a big supply of it.
Excuse me, I think you might be using Ajax. Ajax turns blue. I don't think Comet turns blue at all.
Caught her, huh, Tiny?
Uh-huh.
You know, Tiny will catch you in a lie every time, man.
No, I admit that.
Don't be a wise ass with your your cleanser information. All right? This is a man who spends an hour and a half cleaning his bathroom a day. All right? Actually, she's a little old, isn't she, 22?
No, she's lovely.
Oh.
Well, now, who do you look like? Do you look like,
I sort of look like Christy McNichol.
Now, Chrissy McNichol, of course, you know her.
A very lovely girl.
She's the one from Family.
Yes, in fact, she was wonderful to me. I knew her when she was a kid, and it was very nice to say yes, and she took a picture with me in one of the discos in New York about 10 years ago.
Now, would she...
Christy McNichol was a very nice girl, and she fluctuates. She fluctuates.
Really?
It's a fluctuation interesting.
Well, what does that mean, fluctuates?
That means the meter can run between I'll say 4 is the top, so 3.5 to 4. That means there's a very interesting possibility here.
Oh, I see. Well,
So
wait
she
a
can
second.
play? Is that what you're saying?
Can this woman
Very
play?
interesting.
All right, she can be one of the dial-a-date
interesting.
contestants?
Very
Okay,
interesting.
you're one of the contestants.
Okay.
I'm going to put you on hold, and we're going to screen you. And please go bathe and wash yourself for the dial-a-date.
I just got out of the shower.
You just got out of the shower? Why are you touching the phone? Are you holding it with a
Bounty?
A bounty?
Bounty towel, yes.
Did you wipe yourself with a regular towel or a bounty towel?
I use a regular towel.
And you would not be opposed to using it? Well, we should save this for the day.
I don't like the towel to, like, get on my body. It falls apart.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I might add, if I may, I don't know what this lady's name is, but the point is this: when I cleanse with Bounty towels,
Yes.
You always pat yourself gently, never rub or
Because
of course it'll tear.
the towels will tear.
It has a very nice feel, and the Bounty towel to use for the body is not the designer towels, but the one that says microwave ovens. The microwave oven picks it up quicker.
You're not going to put me in an oven, are you?
Oh, no.
No,
This is
no.
great for your body. Instead of the towels, because these towels, if they're not cleaned right, can cause germs from the laundries, and millions of other towels are used, and so you're more sanitary in using Bounty towels. And I say Bounty. I just want to say I take nothing from these companies. They don't have to send me nothing.
Right.
A better towel than Bounty, which New York State hasn't got yet, is a towel called Job Squad. That towel is like silk. I've never had a paper towel like Job Squad made by Scott.
Nothing wrong with you saying that, Tiny. Job Squad, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing wrong with you saying
But
that.
you can't get it here.
Impossible to believe. Can't you have somebody send it to you from out of town?
They sell in Tennessee and I think down in Florida, but not up here
You
yet.
just by accident got a hold of some Job Squad and you blew your
It
mind.
is like silk. I lie not to. If Bounty can pick it up quick, this picks it up like that,
I
quicker
see.
than Bounty.
Thank you. All right, that's a little tip for our friends in Tennessee. Job Squad is the one to pick up.
I'm considering using Bounty now. But
Just what a commercial.
I'm telling you.
Ma'am, and
Can I
please,
get paid for this?
yeah, don't rub yourself with those towels. Pat yourself. Use your brains. Obviously, Bounty will fall apart if you rub hard enough. Hold on.
Okay.
So far, Tiny, we're in luck. I think she's very lovely.
She sounds lovely.
She's still there? You're still there, right?
Yep.
Okay, hold on. She sounds like a good catch. I like her personality. Seems you two hit it off. She seems to take direction well. Hi, you're on the air.
Tiny?
Speaking.
How you doing?
Okay, who's
That's a
this?
guy.
Is this a guy?
Oh.
I don't like the sound of that. You know what it is? Even men are turned on by you. You have that universal sex appeal.
What it is.
I don't know what it is. So this towel, it's making me feel erotic. Picture you naked, just patting yourself with towels.
Now,
Hello?
what about...
Hello?
Yes?
Hello.
I'm calling you for the dial-a-date.
Yes, you are. This is your Amour hotline. Tiny Tim, of course. And you're not just after him for his money, I hope.
No.
All right, fine. I have to make sure of that, Tiny. As you know, I must protect your interests as well. I'm somewhat of an attorney myself.
And what about personal habits, Tiny, like smoking and such?
Well, naturally, Mr. Ram, I'll tell you, if they smoke, it's only tough for their health. But I will say that in romance, basically, cleanliness is very important, from arid to whatever.
I see. Hello, who do you look like?
Me?
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I have long jet black hair.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yes. But she's talking about under her arms, Tiny. Unfortunately.
No.
Jet black hair?
Yes.
And you a good-looking woman? And how old are you?
How old am I? 18.
Oh, 18.
Interesting.
Yes. Yeah, Tiny likes this more and more.
I'm just rather curious who this lady likes in music.
Who do you like in music?
Well, I like all kinds of music, first of all.
You like Tiny's music?
Oh, well, she hasn't heard much of it.
Want to let her play? Do you have a feeling about her?
I do have an interesting feeling.
All right, let me put her on hold, and maybe she'll be one of the three that you get to choose from.
Love it.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
We'll question them thoroughly before your decision-making process. 18. I hear 18. I hear bells ringing in Tiny's head. She sounded cute to me. I had a feeling about her.
When somebody starts by describing their hair, though, you have to be,
Well, it wasn't nasal hair, Robin.
I usually find on the telephone, believe it or not, people with the strange voices look great.
Hello?
Hello, Howard?
Yes?
Yes, I'm calling for the dial-a-date.
Yeah, I can barely hear you. Where are you calling from, Russia?
No, from Brooklyn.
From Brooklyn? What do you sound like some kind of Indian girl or something?
No,
What are you? Because there's an accent there.
Puerto Rican.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a Christy Brinkley to me.
No.
More like...
Raphael. Are you real? Who do you look like?
Well, I don't really look like anyone. I try to think.
How old are you?
I'm original. I'm 16.
You're 16.
16. We can't do that.
I don't think we can.
Well, I have pure thoughts, and the mother and father can know wherever we go.
Is your mom and dad there?
No.
We should get the mom and dad's permission.
No, she won't mind. Don't worry.
She won't?
No, my mother won't mind.
I don't know what the rule is on that.
I thought we had rules that are 18 and up.
Yeah, I think you got to go like down to 18, Tiny. I don't think we can start getting 16-year-old dates on the air anyway. I think.
Well,
He looks into it. I could check on that.
You
though.
can-
how about her father? What would her father say?
Your father would say it was all right?
Yeah, I'm sure he wouldn't mind. But don't you have a chaperone going on the date anyway?
Yeah, we do have chaperones.
Well, that's a good question.
Tiny breaking your piñata. Hold on, let me look it up. Can I look it up for a second? Can you give me a minute? Well, it says here... Rules on time of date, state of New York, 16-year-old minor, date, must be chaperoned, one of the parents must accompany the child on the date. One of the parents must accompany.
All right, if we say that.
Yes.
Well, I can bring my mother on the date.
Yes, the rules say yes. My conscience says no, but the rules say yes.
Now, I'm still trying to figure this. You don't think you look like anyone.
No.
When you're 16, your whole face hardly develops.
She's still changing.
What is it, Gary?
I checked the ruling with our general manager.
Yeah, but her parents are going to come along.
Just my mother.
Just her mother.
Right.
Check with our general manager again. I'm checking the rules. I got the rules right in front of me, and it says here clearly in the code book that you can, if the parent comes along.
Okay, I'll check with the general manager again.
I mean, even Elvis was allowed to do that. And who the hell is Elvis compared to a Tiny Tim? If I may say so, Tiny. It's just my opinion.
He was great.
Yes. Hello? All right, I'll put you on hold.
Okay, thank you.
Checking the ruling.
All right.
Tom, what is the ruling on that?
Accompanied by a parent or legal guardian.
Fine. Yes.
Well, that's
what
exactly
what my
what the rule
rules
book
say
says.
here. What's the matter with you? I'm sitting here studying the rule book. What am I, a schmuck? You know I went to law school for 3 years. What?
I didn't know you had a copy of the official
Of course I do. What do you think? I'm a nut?
You are organized. I should have known.
Oh, look at that. Right there, Robin. It
Right
says it.
there. Yes, I see it.
Tom, get out of here. Tiny says you have fleas. Like a dog. Wouldn't let you near his mattress. Big dummy. Tiny, we've got 2 more hot girls to find on the phone.
Right.
With pure thoughts.
Yes, absolutely.
Tiny's excited, I think, huh?
Oh, I'm very, very
He's
intrigued.
flipping out, a 16-year-old.
Very intrigued.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even have to hang out in a high school or anything. Hello?
Hi.
All right, now listen, I don't want to waste time here. You into having a date with Tiny?
Sure.
I want to get now, you sure?
Sure. I'm positive.
How old are you?
23.
You're 23?
And I'm beautiful.
You are gorgeous.
Yep.
You're
Now,
sure of
who
that?
told you were beautiful?
A lot of people.
All right. Not just your parents.
No.
Who do you look like?
Who do I look like? I look pretty similar to Jacqueline Bisset.
Jacqueline Bisset. All right, hold on. And
You're
we'll,
playing,
You're
yeah.
playing.
Okay.
Hold on. 23.
This one sounds interesting
Yes.
because she came right out and said she was beautiful.
Yes. Interesting.
And that is a very interesting confidence.
Hello? Hello?
Hi. Who's this?
You know, Robin has that same kind of confidence. Every minute she started walking around how beautiful she is. Yeah, oh yes. She too old for you, Robin?
I must be.
You don't want to
I
offend.
never inquire about a woman's
You're a little bit too old, Robin.
I think so.
I got a feeling.
I'm over the hill in Tiny.
Plus, it's hard to get to. You're behind glass. Although he likes his women behind glass.
Yeah, I'm playing hard to get, like
Yes.
Miss Jan.
Yeah, he's getting a little sick of that hard to get shtick. Right? Am I correct?
She is wonderful, Miss Roberts.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes. How old are you?
23.
You are 23. She sounds very young, though, Tiny. Are you yanking my crank here? Do you want to date or not?
I definitely want a date.
Are you a fan of Tiny's?
Most definitely.
Oh, well, thanks. It's good to hear these days.
Tiny, you mind if I call you Tim?
Please.
It's just easy to get a guy dates when you call him Tim. Women hear Tiny right away, and they don't want, you know.
Forget it. They leave the phone.
They start thinking about his salami. Hello?
Mr. Stern?
And by the way, the name Tiny didn't have anything to do with you when you pull your pants down, right?
Oh, yeah, no, of course.
No, of course. What?
Is this Mr. Stern?
Yes, I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm calling from New Jersey.
Well, that's a good reason for us not being able to hear
Yeah,
you.
but you got to use the phone when you call.
But I am using it, and I do have a problem with being considered much younger than I am. That's why I'm starved for someone to just take me for what my essence is and not for my age looking.
Oh, you look very
You look
young.
very young.
Oh, this isn't. She looks very.
All right.
Have a problem.
All right, hold on, okay?
Okay.
But is she very beautiful?
I'm about if she just stays on the line. Hello?
Yep.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi. How old are you?
38.
Uh-oh.
Too old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, Tiny?
My wife's 38. She looks like 20.
Do you look like 20?
Well, I could pass the 32. But is an experience
Tiny
count
just
for
passed out on the
something
floor.
here?
What?
Does an experience count for
Not
something?
with Tiny.
Not with Tiny. He only wants to do it to you when you want to have a baby.
But I do like Bounty towels.
What'd she say?
She like bounty
Oh,
towels.
that's wonderful.
Oh, that's very good. Hello? Hello? Hello?
I need 2 grams of...
Oh, he needs 2 grams of coke. Yeah,
Well,
that's
you get that for him.
it. You know I know where to score. You've read about it. Hello, you're on the air.
Hi,
Hi, how old are you?
25.
25?
Yeah.
Okay, and you look young?
Yeah.
And you good looking?
Yeah.
And you're not after Tiny just for his money?
No, I got lots of my own.
And who do you look like?
I don't know. People tell me I look like Valerie Bertinelli.
Oh. What do you think of that, Tiny?
Nice.
Hold on.
Okay.
I think we got 2 good women now. Valerie Bertinelli.
One more.
2.
Oh.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Tiny Tim.
Yeah, how old are you?
I am 40 years old.
Oh, forget it.
Well, she has a young voice, though.
How young do you look?
How young do I look, gang? 30.
Oh.
Come on, I'm mature. That's what he needs. He needs a real woman, not
Yeah,
a kid.
what he needs and what he wants are 2 different things.
We know what he needs. He actually could use you, but he don't want, we can't convince him of that.
Well, maybe I can.
You're not interested in her, Tiny, are you?
She sounds like a gem.
Yeah, but not for love. Right, I understand.
He'd like to be your friend.
He wants to be friends. Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, I'm calling to request a date with Tiny Tim.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
And who do you look like?
I am told sometimes I look like Lisa from the Cold Jam.
I don't know who she. I heard of her.
She's cute.
Well, this sounds interesting, though.
All right.
Well, Lisa's not Jacqueline Bisset, though.
No.
I don't know how she looks. I know
She's sort of Puerto Rican looking, but she's cute.
Yeah.
Not that Puerto Ricans aren't cute.
Well, yeah.
Listen, Vanna White is a beautiful woman.
Exactly.
There's a beautiful woman. Now there,
Vanna White, you like?
Oh, what a beautiful gem! And if anyone was miscast, to turn a wheel, I mean, it was her. She should have been in the Asphalt Jungle like Marilyn Monroe in a movie.
Really?
Oh, this is one of the most beautiful gems of television today. There is a classic gem.
Really? In a minute you would date her.
Oh, I tell you, I'd take it to heaven with me if I go there.
Really?
Well, I'll tell you.
Unbelievable.
I'll tell you this much: I wouldn't have to bring my mother along like Jeanette.
Are
from
you
Brooklyn.
sure you're really cute?
I think so.
I love to. I think you can bring your mother anyway, but the fact is,
Robin, what do you think of this girl? Is this going to please Tiny?
Lisa?
Yeah.
Well, we never know till we see them, and
Yeah.
she could
This
be
is
wonderful.
true.
All right. I'll let you play against my better judgment.
Okay.
He's talking about Vanna White, honey.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't look like Vanna
Well,
White.
she might have her own looks. Vanna White, Cheryl Teagues, they all got all different looks.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Vanna White has big head, though, Tiny.
Yeah. Vanna White has a big head.
Oh, I know how big it is, but
What about
she looks
Madonna? You
good.
like her looks?
Who's this?
Madonna?
Nah, I
Well,
don't
she's
know.
nice. She's all right.
Yeah, nothing great.
She's good for the. She looks like an old-time Carol Lombard type.
I see.
He says Sean Penn can have her.
Right. All right, why don't you hold on, okay?
Okay.
Tiny seems to be having some kind of connection with you, so he's going to let you play. Hold on. Well, we have our 3 bachelorettes now,
All
Tiny.
right.
Let the game begin right after these words, which I think everyone is looking forward to.
Yes, I can't wait to play.
Yeah, me neither. We'll be back right after this. It's Dial-A-Date. It's Friday. It's the weekend. Now, what What is this, Gary? Now we have a Bachelorette number 1 and 3 and no number 2. I'm getting crazy here.
Yeah.
Why don't you go to the phones and find me a young girl? I'll start in with Bachelorette number 1.
Beautiful young girl.
A beautiful young girl. Let's get to number 1, Tiny, though. She was very anxious.
Very interesting.
Hello? Well, there she is. She's so noisy. Gary, what's going on here? What are the girls are dumping you, Tiny? You're always constantly being dumped.
Well, that's been the story for a long time.
I feel bad here.
Well, the thing is, excuse me, Mr. Robin, the thing is, you won't find me with many women, but the ones I'm with are rare.
Oh,
gems.
you should see this
They're
beautiful
classics.
woman that he was with.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, Tiny's not your average guy who's going to give you an average date and be groping you all night long, and these girls are used to these guys.
Yeah, they want animals.
Yeah.
Well, I am,
I'm shocked.
Hello?
Yes.
Number 1?
Yes.
Is that you?
Thank you.
Yes, it's me. We were cut off.
Oh, we were cut off. I'm sorry. I didn't want to, Tiny's a busy man.
Oh, I understand that. I've been sitting here.
He's got to go home and shower. Have you showered yet?
The one for today is coming up. No, not today. Yesterday, of course.
Yes, absolutely. Tiny has not showered yet. So would you just jump out of bed?
I took a mini shower, though.
A little shower.
Before I came. A mini one.
Yeah, because I read you take like 4 showers a day.
Now, that's what I do. I take one main shower, if I may say. Whenever nature calls, I take another one.
I see. Very.
You're kidding.
No.
Hi, Robin.
Hello.
Let me say something. Also, when you have a date with Mr. Tim, you'll understand that you are no fear of AIDS. Now, Tiny, of course, when you get married to Tiny, if you should marry him, you will have to take a complete blood test and
I've had one.
gynecological exam. Is that right, Tiny?
Well, that would be interesting. Yes, I really, we have to do it anyway.
Yes.
I didn't have the nerve to ask my wife yesterday to do that because we just got back together, and then all of a sudden, boom, she brought the dogs in, and there it goes out the window again.
So, in other words,
the fact is, but by law, she would have to take a test anyway.
I
Hi,
see.
Mr. Tim.
Oh, hi. What's the name?
My name's Deanna.
So you mean you were with your
pleasure talking to you.
You were with your wife last night, and you guys didn't have any tests or anything?
Not yet. Well, really, she just came back, and who knows where she's going because she's going with the dogs.
Right, that's good. Well, as long as she's with the dogs. Does a gynecologist have to examine the dogs as well? If
Oh, stop it.
if you, let's say, marry another girl with a dog? No, only the woman would have to get the exam. I see. Okay. Well, I'm just trying to get the rules straight, Robin, for God's sake.
No.
Now, you are a flower,
Gem.
a gem, if I may. Is that true? Would you consider yourself a gem?
Well, I don't. Considering the response I've had, I don't know. If I go out to discos or I go out, all the boys will say, gee, she dances well and she looks too young, and they won't even approach me.
Because you look so young.
Yes.
Well, I think we found a man for you. Now, how old are you again?
23.
23, and yet you look like what, a 16, 15-year-old?
I've been, they won't even sell me liquor.
They will not sell you liquor.
No. Even with my MasterCard or whatever.
Calm down, Tiny, will you? Please, just calm down. Tiny is filled with love. Do you see him over here?
He's got a ring out already.
He's like unconscious already. Put the ring back in your pocket. You're still married, technically.
What I'm really looking for is someone who sounds as sensitive as Tiny does, and the humility that he expresses just really is extremely touching because men seem to have lost that today.
Yeah, so Tiny is your kind of man. Now, okay, so the gynecological exam doesn't bother you. Now, what about... it does bother you?
Yes.
Well, that's not going to be any...
Prerequisite.
No.
Because I've been celibate for quite a while.
Oh, well, I take her word.
You do? Well, a lie detector test you will take, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, we were just talking if you should get married.
Marriage.
Right.
Wouldn't you?
Now, have you ever been married?
No.
And when is the last time you were with a guy?
Maybe about... I had a long-term relationship, and maybe about 8 months, 9 months ago.
And what about when you shower? Do you like to shower?
I take baths.
Tony, what about a bath? That's okay?
Well, that's wonderful as long as you remember, that the dirt of the tub can go back into your body.
Right. So after I finish taking the bath, I let all the water out.
Oh.
And then I turn the water on again, and I soap again, and then I rinse with running water so that I'm not rinsing with the standing water.
I see. Now, Robin, one thing puzzles me here.
What?
Who's nuttier, her or Tiny?
I'm having a hard time keeping score here.
I think I might have found a match here.
No, but when you
Well,
think
there are
about
other girls who want to play, I must tell you
Okay.
that. Yes. I can't guarantee you a date, but you seem to be on the right track.
No, that's perfectly right. I understand it.
Now, in other words, when you take a bath, you fill up the tub with water, you soap.
Uh-huh. And I soak for a while and do facials.
I see.
How nice.
So, Tiny, would you...
I take a facial right after the shower, and while I'm cleaning the walls.
I see.
The facial is on.
What kind of facial is that? Like
Right,
mud
I
pack or
use
something?
Queen Helene right now.
Queen Helene.
I use all natural vegetable products, so I have to be in a reclining position because it'll all fall off if I don't. So I can't stand up doing it, and I use the steam that encourages the pores to open while I'm laying in the bathtub.
Wow.
That's charming.
Yeah, she's laying in the bathtub with an eggplant on her.
Yes,
exactly.
fascinating. Is that
Robin, I
Parmesan?
knew you were into it.
And I use Queen Helene's mud pack clay, and then the next day I use Queen Helene's mint.
I
Mint, it's a green mint.
Well, I hate to see it, but if you opened my medicine cabinet, you would find that too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we have something in common.
What kind of cleanser do you use, Robin, on your tub?
Well, I'm very partial to Ajax, actually.
You are?
Yes.
Is it
because
abrasive?
I like the abrasives myself.
Yes.
Well, that's wonderful. Here's why I don't particularly care for Ajax.
Why is that?
It's a little bubbly and foamy.
Well,
Yeah.
this is the thing, Tiny. You have to put it down on a dry tub.
Somebody get me a gun. I have to shoot myself for a second.
And
I'm
then
just
you
kidding.
wet a sponge. I use a sponge,
Yeah,
Tiny.
yeah.
And you use the sponge.
Why is
so you
everyone
don't
talking
have
like a
to-
lawyer when it comes to cleansing products? I
that
take the
may be
sponge.
true, Miss Robin, there, but after I take the shower, the tub is wet.
Yes, that's true.
You see, and so definitely it's too bubbly, and it leaves a lot of, if I might say, scum.
I see.
That's true.
Please.
You have
Could
to
you spell
rinse
scum?
very thoroughly. Yes.
The only thing
That
I-
word's used a lot on this show by me, and people have called me that many times, so you can feel free to use it.
But
The
I do
only thing
agree.
I'd like to
What?
tell Mr. Tim
Yes.
is that I have a better way of him cleaning his bathroom than he can ever imagine.
Go ahead, please. Please
Okay, instead of using the products such as the very good products that are on the market, I use baking soda and Mr. Clean, and you don't get the fumes from the Comet, which has a lot of
Tiny's falling in love.
No, I'm being honest with you. If you use baking soda right after if you use Mr. Clean and baking soda, Mr. Clean smells very clean and it doesn't leave a residual odor because some of the cleansers are too strong.
Yes.
But if you use a little baking soda in Mr. Clean,
Ma'am,
it
you know
comes
a way
right
to
out.
a man's heart, I swear to God.
I really have to try that.
I'm
Thank
being
you.
honest. I can tell him how to clean with alcohol, which is it's more inexpensive than what he uses, and it does the job meticulously. You get the alcohol, which cleans all the germs off.
And where is this?
It's 70% isopropyl alcohol.
In the bathtub?
No, you use it on the commode, and you use it on the,
Tiny has a problem with that. Hold on. What's the problem, Tiny?
I had to try the left toilet, Mr. Clean and the baking soda. That sounds interesting, but the reason I don't put that into the bowl is because, as you said, it is alcohol, and I'd rather score with a good scoring powder in the bowl first, clean it out, and then put in the Lysol bathtub cleaner, and then after that, when it's all clean and nice and shiny and sparkly, and all the germs have disappeared, then I also use Sandy Flush.
exactly.
Sandy Flush.
Yes. that
Listen,
is
I don't know what
for
the hell you people are doing in your bathrooms, for God's sake.
Well, wait a minute. I want to know what she does that she has all this time to be doing this job.
It takes me 2 hours to clean the bathroom.
Every day?
No, I clean it it depends on what happens in the bathroom.
I see.
Okay, there may
Tiny,
be
this is about as close as you're going to get to anything as... I mean, imagine if she looks good, too.
This woman knows what she's doing.
Yes. She could certainly be a great housekeeper.
She's certainly polished. She may be no Jim.
And I use toothbrushes.
And you use toothbrushes
You have
what?
to use
Clean.
toothbrushes around the little parts on the commode because, you know, the little knobs that you get, you have to use that because you can't just wipe it off with a sponge or a piece
What do
of
you think
paper.
of that, Tiny?
No, because I do it every day.
Yes.
And if you came to the room right now, you would see it sparkling white, shiny bright, thanks to Lysol, Sandy Flush, and the Pioneer Comet, the Pioneer Scoring Cleanser.
Okay. Now, what do you do for a living?
Wait a second. What do you do for a living? You got all this free time.
Well, I did work in the medical profession.
Oh, I see.
And then I was laid off. Then I was asked to come back. And then I assessed my position as far as all of the AIDS going around because everything had to be cleaned with a combination of Clorox, and those fumes I thought were very toxic. And then I decided not to go back. So I am...
She's perfect. She's perfect. She's perfect. So what are you doing now?
Looking.
Looking for work.
Looking for something to do that's exciting and...
well, what about being Mrs. Tiny Tim? Would that suit you?
Well, go ahead.
You have to go on the date first. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to marry you.
Right.
How about you do, instead of like getting married in a car, you get married right here over the phone. Like right now, sight unseen.
I
Wow.
respect Mr. Tim for the things that he does and how he feels because everybody else is following everybody else. Nobody's standing and still saying, this is how I feel about things. So I don't know about marriage, but I'm looking for someone who really knows how to treat someone very sensitively and not...
And you're good in the sack? I mean, Mr. Tim probably has had some very good experiences. You know how to do that voodoo that you do?
Now, my sexual... Oh, excuse me, Mr. Tim. My sexual experiences start above my neck, and if that's okay, then everything's
marvelous.
fine below the neck.
It's wonderful.
I think she's speaking his language.
Are you truly? This is like kismet. Do you agree with me, Tiny, or am I out of my mind here?
No, I'm being honest. That's why I've been celibate, because my long-term relationship, we can't communicate.
What's your measurement, sweetheart?
They're tiny.
What are they? You're a petite flower.
Very small. I'm about 5. I'm 5'4".
Yes.
Breast is, I think I've increased because they're now about 34 A or B. They used to be 20.
Well, we can hang on while you measure.
No, I know what they are. They're
B cups?
Between A and B.
An A+.
What are you wearing right now? Are you totally naked?
I have nothing on but a sweater and some...
And no panties?
Pantyhose.
Pantyhose and sweater?
Yes. I don't like to wear clothes because it's very it's cumbersome and it's hindering. It doesn't allow you to feel free.
All right, listen. Gary, you have to put her on hold. We got something wrong with our hold button. That's why we got disconnected. And I'm going to get to the... unless you have a question, Tiny.
No. What's this lady's name again?
What is your first name?
Deanna.
Miss Deanna, yes, well, it's marvelous of you. And,
hello? Okay.
I wouldn't worry anything about, what you described. I always look face up.
Face up. Well, perfect. I think it's kismet with these two.
Yes.
All right, we're going to put you on hold, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Gary, put her on hold.
Okay, you have
Let me just get to the number 2 here. Hello? Is this the beautiful Lisa?
Yes.
Yes, Lisa. You're 22 years old?
Uh-huh.
You're a young woman?
Yes.
You sound like a very young.
22.
Yes, but
You sound younger.
Younger.
I have a young voice.
Yeah, do a lot of guys think you're younger than 22?
Yes.
Oh, Tiny's smiling already. I wonder how much your wife is going to appreciate you bonking this Lisa here.
Oh, he's not going to do that.
Oh, she doesn't care what I do, really. She loves her dog. Really, she really does.
Yes.
Unless she's doing something with someone else I don't know about.
Now, do you love Tiny? Have you seen him and worshipped him from afar?
Yeah. In fact, one of my friends had his wedding tape on the Johnny Carson show.
Yes.
Saw that a couple of years ago.
Right, and you would look forward to a date with Tiny?
Uh-huh.
Oh, thank you.
Now, you're not just a money-seeking, selfish hula, are you?
No, I have plenty of money of my own.
You have money of your own?
Uh-huh.
And what do you do for a living?
I go to school 2 days full-time, and I work in a clothes store, my parents' clothes store.
I see.
Uh-huh.
And you think your parents would like Tiny as a son-in-law?
I don't know.
Probably not.
Probably not, but hey, what the hell?
She'd be safe with me.
Yes, she would. Now, let me ask you this. Do you look very beautiful?
Yes, I do.
Now, who do you look like? You must look like someone
I
famous.
do. I look like a real young Adrienne Barbeau.
Adrienne Barbeau.
Oh, that's very interesting.
It is. Now, you like
That's very interesting. There's one that really I forgot about, and this one fluctuates.
Another fluctuator.
Well, but it's a very, very good fluctuation. The needle wavers, but it's in there.
Always
Yes.
in a good range.
Yes. And are you
All right.
as big-breasted as Miss Barbeau?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Oh, but even if she wasn't, it's your face is your fortune.
Yes. Yes. He doesn't care about the body. He cares about the face. Now, what are you wearing right now as we speak to you?
I'm laying in bed. All I have is a T-shirt on.
That's it?
That's it.
No underwear or anything?
No. I have little isotonic slippers on.
Those slippers?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Tiny likes that, I'm sure. With heels on?
Sleeping in bed with slippers on.
Well, I'm laying on the bed often.
Yeah.
I'm not in the bed.
Well, I sleep with the lights on.
You sleep with the lights on?
I mean,
what is this about?
really?
You gotta see all the time.
The lights are always on in my room.
What are you afraid of?
In
the
the
dark?
kitchen.
You don't like
in
the dark?
bathroom, the lights are on now. And it's not that. It keeps the roaches away.
Oh.
I mean, every hotel has them. And basically, it also, it's great. Roaches are sensitive to light.
I see. Well, there you go. That's a perfect explanation.
All right.
Keep the lights on, that way no roaches get near you.
Now, you hear that Tiny really likes things clean. Are you?
Yeah. Are you clean?
Well, I'm clean, but I don't clean my apartment. My mother has a cleaning a maid, and I live downstairs from her, and she comes and cleans my apartment twice a week.
And you like to shower? Do you like to shower?
Oh, yeah.
Tiny, you must insist on a woman showering before you make love
This
to her.
woman sounds to be a very clean woman.
Yes.
And, it'll be very interesting. What's her name, by the way?
Her name is Lisa.
It's Lisa. That's great. And
Now, let me ask you something. Now, you don't object to a gynecological exam?
By who?
Oh, no.
It's multiple choice. You don't have to worry. It's not all that difficult. Well, listen, I mean, we got to be honest, Tiny. These are some of the things you'll demand before you marry a woman.
Well, when that time comes. Right now, as I said, my darling wife loves to be with her dog and her other things.
That's it.
I have a cat.
Oh, no, I love cats.
Oh, you do?
They're very wise animals.
But not in your apartment, you don't like them.
Well, the hotel can never have any, but cats, are very, very, in fact, there were two cats once who looked at me and climbed up my knee.
Yes.
And one cat put her face right to my face.
Really?
It was a strange experience.
Yes.
Well,
there it is.
Yeah.
He's cleaning his bathroom 2.5 hours a day, and a cat looking in his face is a strange experience. Well, listen, I have good news for you. The good news is that Tiny, of course, is rich. The bad news is the gynecological exam is done by Fred Norris with his show. All right, so that's sort of a mixed bag blessing here. And now, let me tell you something. Do you like romance? Do you?
I love romance.
You like old songs?
Who do you like musically?
Yeah. Who is your favorite musician?
I like Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi. Tiny likes Bon Jovi.
I do one of his numbers.
You do one of his. Oh, please grace us with that.
Just a second, if I remember the word, I did it last year. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. You give love a bad name. You play your part and you play your game. You give love a bad name. An angel smile is what you sell. You promised me heaven, then put me through hell. Change of love got a hold on me. When passion's a prison, you can't break free. Oh, you're a loaded gun. Oh, no one to hide, no one right. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. You give love a bad name.
Wow.
That was different.
Personally, I like when you do You Think I'm Sexy, but I'll tell you something, that is very good also. Very good. Very touching.
Thank you.
Well, I got to tell you, Lisa, you made an impression on Tiny. Of course, there's one more woman to interview, all right?
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Anything you'd like to say to Tiny before you go? Just
It's true. I should give her that
ice
opportunity.
that date?
Would you like to sing him a love song? Anything you want to say that will convince him? Because, although you sound great and everything, I bet you number one was more in tune. If there was something you could do to convince Tiny.
Well, all I could tell him is that if he picks me, we'll have a really, really great time on our date.
I know.
And he won't be disappointed.
Wonderful.
No, that's not certainly. I mean, what kind of? What are you talking about?
Everybody
a great time?
would say that.
Will you be kissing Tiny on the date?
Oh, I love to kiss.
You
I
do?
love romance, yeah.
Tongues? You like that?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Do you like third base, maybe? On the first date?
Is she a baseball player?
Well, you know what I mean.
Oh, no, I don't. I really
Tiny, you've
don't.
been around the block.
So
Come on.
no, that I really don't know.
First, second, third, home run?
No.
Mm-hmm. Can Tiny expect something incredible?
None of that. I didn't. I don't know.
I see. All right, all right, hold on.
She can't expect anything.
But she sounds lovely, and Miss Lisa.
She would like third base, except Tiny won't give it to her.
Well, I tell you.
What about kissing, Tiny? You don't kiss on a first date, do you?
I tell you, I never press any issues.
You've been exchanging saliva?
If the woman, if the moment is there, her luscious lips, divine lips, are unbelievably wonderful. I'll say one thing about my dear wife: she has lovely lips.
Right. What lips are we talking about?
Oh, gee, Howard.
And I
don't know what. All right, I'm going to put her into hold, and Tiny, don't forget about her, okay?
Oh, I won't. And not only that, I hope I don't have it with me now, but I had it last night.
What'd you have?
I usually use Kissing Stick by
What's
Maybelline.
that?
It keeps the lips glossy and shiny and soft.
Well, that's fabulous.
No.
What is that, Jackie?
I serve as abrasive.
All right, hold on, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Very lovely Lisa and
Yes.
Deanna so far. And let's get to Bachelorette number 3 because she's still on the line waiting. Listen, I just want to give you a chance, Nina, before Tiny decides, to tell him, basically anything you want that would convince him to go on the date with you.
Talk to him. Sweet talk.
Sweet talk him. Sweet talk, Tiny. Let's put it this way. I'm out of the room now. Robin's out of the room.
It's you and Tiny.
You and Tiny are alone. You're at the table, wherever it is we take you for this dial-a-date. You're there, Tiny Tim. You are attracted. You are hot. Describe your looks again. You look like
Lisa from
Lisa. You're sitting there. What would you be wearing? A mini skirt?
No, I would be wearing a silk shirt and a nice wool skirt, perhaps.
With high heels, preferably 3 to 4 inches long.
Okay, and fishnet stockings.
Okay. You would be sitting in that, and Tiny and you are looking at each other, gazing in each other's eyes. Tiny has his ukulele.
Okay, I would just thank him for...
Don't tell me what you would do. Do it.
Talk to Tiny.
Tiny isn't alone in a room with you now.
Okay, Tiny, I would really appreciate going out with you, and
Is your hand in his lap right now? May I say? Tiny?
Okay,
In his LAP?
It's in his LAP,
Yes, go ahead.
and it's moving
Describe-
up. It's moving up slowly. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I would.
Get your fingers out of Tiny's nose, for God's sake. Don't move up that slowly.
Okay, actually, I would just really like to go out with Tiny because he seems like a mature guy, and mature guys really appreciate youth much better than regular guys.
Wonderful. And Miss Nina, I appreciate that. And
Tiny,
I admire a woman. Really
do you have a CHUBBY?
A big pardon?
A CHUBBY?
Oh, stop that, Howard.
Oh,
He doesn't even know what you're talking about.
He doesn't even know these terms.
Yes.
but I...
Because he's pure of thought.
Pure of thought. He wants a 15-year-old, for God's sake. Not that pure. Yeah, he's real pure over there. Yeah. Oh, what a young girl.
But, Miss Nina sounds very, very nice.
Yes,
and
yes.
Definitely, I appreciate the fact that, don't get me wrong, I always appreciate. There are no...
But Tiny, don't you want to ask her anything?
You know what?
You're
I'm
doing a
sitting here
monologue.
wondering to myself, now, Tiny always has women.
Yeah.
Now, just what do you say to a woman when you first meet her?
Yeah, when you met Miss Jan, I mean, what did
How do you
say?
pick up a woman?
I didn't say anything. I first looked at her, and I was waiting. Frankly, I'm the type who, if I see someone I want, usually I study them like a spider. And since I am far from Burt Reynolds in look, I know I can't make a wrong move. And so usually if I see someone who is very beautiful, I will either observe them, wait, watch, look who their friends are, and once I get the break, like with Miss Jan, she looked very tough to talk to, but I inched my way near, and then she said something, and then I said something. And then I asked her what she did. She said, well, she was into art. And I said, oh, dear, I wonder if I can see her picture sometimes. And somehow she gave me her address.
I see.
So you always find an in.
I realize why you need a 15-year-old, in all seriousness. By the time you make a point, she's 30 years old and she's an old woman. And Tiny, really, honest to God.
You're watching her like a spider.
When you ask him, watching like a spider, then I walked up to her, she said, he said, she said, he said. He doesn't miss a detail. The man's got a memory like you have a photographic memory.
Only the things I want to remember. I can tell you. And the first time I visited Miss Jan, which was, I met her on the 14th of December.
There you go.
1983.
I don't even know when I met my wife. I'm married to the same woman.
Who can remember these things?
Love, romance is the most greatest thing in the world, next to God's kingdom. And so basically, even the ladies of the night who are in the street, I consider them great angels. It's just that that you never know when you find a rose in a devil's garden.
Yes.
So definitely.
So you looked them over also.
There have been times when I met this lovely 16-year-old.
Hold it a second. Hold it. Yes.
And she cried when I said, "Go home to your mother."
Yes.
And
because her mother was horrible. No.
Yeah. She'd rather go home with you, pal, if you got $100 on you.
And I can honestly state...
Yes, Reverend Swaggart?
When I went to Miss Jan's house on the 18th, 4 days later, she was on a walk-up. She came December 18th, 1983, on a Sunday. She came down the steps, the first time I've seen her other than the date, when I first met her, and she was so wonderful to put her arms around me immediately. I mean, this was an unbelievable experience. And walking up 4 flights of steps, I couldn't stop kissing her.
Really, Tiny?
Oh, marvelous, marvelous. Unfortunately, it's my fault, too. Marriages, she prefers her dog right now.
Yes, I understand.
I mean, which I can't
don't know what happened.
The dog can't kiss her.
Well, who knows? Maybe she has someone, and he's just using that as a matter of...
As an excuse.
She could have another man. That's possible.
I really think, despite what she tells me.
Yes.
But, you can't help that. But unfortunately...
Well, you could hire a private detective.
Love is for... I'm afraid to find out.
I see. You don't want to know.
Well, you're very brave, Tom.
Yes, you're a brave man. So, in other words, your wife tired of you. After you walked 4 flights of stairs, you kissed her a couple of times, and then she went off with another man.
That's a great statement. Tiredness.
Yes.
Boredom.
That's what happens.
And losing that loving feeling is the end of all marriages.
Tiny, listen, it is time now to decide. Nina, Nina, I'm going to put you on hold, and when we come back, Tiny's going to decide. And maybe even Robin, we can do a little wrap-up of the news.
Yes, we have a few more stories to talk about.
And if Tiny doesn't get too tired, maybe he'll want to stay for the wrap-up of the news, because he'll probably have some theories on the news as well. I'm interested. You read the papers, right?
Well, I certainly do.
Yes.
I read the paper. It is too bad about Reverend Swaggart and his problems.
Yes. Did you like him? Were you a fan of Reverend Swaggart?
I mean, I thought he preached well. I wouldn't say I was.
Tiny, do me a favor, all right?
Sure.
During the commercial here, break your ukulele over my head, okay? Because if you just smash me in the head, one good shot, that would knock me unconscious right now. Please. All right, we'll be back right after these words. It's time to make a decision. You've got 3 women on the phone. Let me remind you, Tiny, that Diana was number 1. It looks very young. Deanna. She looks very young, Tiny. As you know, you love them young. And although she's 23, she's constantly getting proof. They won't even serve her liquor. And she's really into cleaning. I don't know if you remember what she said. She loves cleaning products.
With the bathing and the running water and all that.
She cleans her toilets. Takes 2 hours to clean a toilet.
Had the suggestion about the baking soda and Mr. Clean or something.
Right. Thanks. That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
last guy she had was 8 months ago. She takes baths. She would mind a gynecological exam, of course, but marriage she would not mind. Looking for sensitivity in a man. That was number 1. Number 2 was Lisa. Now, she's seen you. She saw your wedding tape. Fell in love with you there. She goes to school. She works in her parents' clothing store. She looks beautiful. Looks like a young Adrienne Barbeau, if you remember. She's big-breasted. I know you don't care, but she does have big breasts, and that's a plus in any man's column, as you know. She's wearing just a T-shirt right now and slippers. She has a maid to clean her apartment. Wasn't as into cleaning as number 1, I will tell you that.
But she's clean.
But she's clean and promises a great time with tongues.
What?
Remember, she said she'd kiss him with open mouth on the first day. And number 3, Tiny, was Nina, the 19-year-old. She looks like Lisa of the Cult Jam. She majors in architecture, and her ambition is to build tool sheds, I believe, what she said. Wasn't that it? She's interested in your...
also in his sensitivity.
Your sensitivity, your massage table. She showers twice daily. She exfoliates in the morning and moisturizes at night. If you remember that. Wasn't that the word she used?
That's exfoliate was what she said.
Exfoliates with a loofah to remove the dead skin. A lot of people doing a lot of strange things out there.
I'm telling you.
They should only move to Russia. You stand on. Tiny would be in lines.
No red boxes of Camay there.
Where can I get the Camay? The line over there, the 3-month line.
There are no mini products. We have this one.
No Tilex? But anyway, there it is, Tiny. You have to make a decision, and you alone. And please let us in on your decision-making process.
Well, that is very interesting. It's so difficult to to make that decision. Oh, brother.
Look at him.
Because I haven't seen them.
He's torn. You just got to go by voice and personality
That's
here.
it, Tiny.
All right, can I just hear it read once more?
Okay, number one was the one with the cleaning thing, and she knew all about cleaning, looks very young. Number two looked like Adrienne Barbeau, takes showers twice daily. And number three was Nina, who looked like Lisa Cold Jam, showers twice a day, and is an architecture major in college.
I would take a shot on Miss Lisa.
You're kidding.
Miss Lisa, number two.
The Adrienne Barbeau look-alike.
I would take a shot there.
Wow.
However,
Yeah.
I would tell these other girls,
well, let's get them on the phone, all of them, at the same time, so you can break the news to them. Let me say something. I am in shock right now. I really thought number one was a shoo-in.
I did too.
I got to tell you, girls, did you hear the news?
Yeah. I won. I can't believe it. That's great.
Number two, you won. Deanna?
Yes.
Number one, I thought you were a shoo-in.
I have some other things. Mr. Tim was talking. It's okay that he picked someone else. I understand. Yes.
Who is she talking to?
The voice is in her head.
No.
Now, who are you talking to?
No. Someone came on the phone.
Oh.
And I know, Mr. Tim, it's okay that he didn't pick me, but I was very interested when he mentioned germanium because that's the new thing after Ignatia, which was another blood cleanser. But I understand he didn't pick me. But if he will send me someplace to send him, I have 2 or 3 coupons for Camay soap, which I used to use.
Listen
my
listen.
God, you two should be pen pals
I
at
mean,
least.
I thought it was kismet with these two.
No, wait a minute. Before I started using Jergens lanolin and vitamin E soap and their cream.
May I say
used
something to you? May I say something to you in all seriousness?
Sure.
You are a loony bird, and I hope that you are locked up tight for the rest of your life in a mental asylum. And now I know why Mr. Tim didn't grab you. I mean, he thinks you're loony.
He thinks you're
I mean, he's listening to this, and he doesn't believe it.
No.
He's in show business. He's allowed to be into Camay. And,
Tiny Tim is laughing at you.
No. I'd like to say, but these other ladies, of course, Mr. Stern knows where I'm at, and of course, if one day they'd like to meet me.
Well, Tiny, now that's not the game. Yeah, you know the game.
One at a
Serious.
time.
If he will send me a place to send him, I will send him the Camay coupons for.
Well, I think he can afford his own Camay. I don't know that he needs your coupon.
You don't use coupons, do you, Tiny?
No, but I did 3 weeks ago when the Doles people were very nice to send me some coupons after I told them that their pineapple juice in cartons wasn't as good as the ones in cans. It missed some of their I tell you why. It was hard to get out to get that carton open. You twist and you squirm and you can't get it open. It's still sealed. And
Tiny is a man with a problem, obviously.
And they said you're right.
Yes.
And a lot of people have complained about you can't get the Dole's cartons open.
Yes.
And they sent me a few coupons to get their stuff.
So to frustrate you more, so you get more cartons that you can't open. That makes perfect sense.
And the Kraft people sent me coupons when their cheese was questionable whether it was outdated or not.
Right.
And everyone listening to your show, Mr. Turner, Ms. Robin, definitely you've got to look at the dates of your products. If the product says February and not the year, it could be there 2 years back. A good product like
Ralph
Campbell...
Nader with a ukulele.
Campbell Soups always dates the year as well as the month.
Never mind whether you can get cartons open. Can you get your zipper open for the date? That's all we care about, Tiny. You want to make sure you can satisfy number two. Number two, are you thrilled?
Oh, I'm so thrilled.
You know, is that nice? And Tiny, would you... number three.
Yes?
I'm not surprised you lost. You didn't strike me as having any particular message for Tiny. You know what I'm saying? Hello?
Yes.
Well, she's a little confused. You see what I mean?
Still doesn't have a message.
She still doesn't have a message for Tiny. So number two, what are you going to wear on the date?
Oh, I'm going to wear something outrageous. Maybe, a leather skirt.
Leather skirt?
Or a leather dress. I'm not sure.
Leather dress. Very good.
Really, really high heels.
Well, I'll tell you something. I want pictures of this date.
Oh, great.
I can't wait to see this one. And Tiny does want to sing you a love song.
Okay.
Because this is a
great song sung in 1937 by the late, great Mr. Monty Ray with Geraldo's Orchestra.
Yes.
Leave me with a love song just before we part. Whisper with a love song all that's in your heart. Music will convey, dear, more than words can say. Leave me with a love song, there's no sweeter way. I'll feel that you are near me, although you are gone. I'll have your song to cheer me, forever lingering on. Give me just a love song as a memory bright. Leave me with a love song in my heart tonight.
Let me say, it was so beautiful, and I can tell you've been practicing your ukulele as well. I like the lead part on that. That's excellent. You only play rhythms, no leads? That's it. Wow. You know, if you did that song in a video with Tony Katane from Whitesnake, you would be awesome. Awesome. No one could touch you in this business.
Oh, my goodness.
Well,
that's what you need, a good video.
Did you love that song or what?
Oh, I love that song.
What?
Oh,
Excuse me? What? Do you love it?
I love it.
You do?
That's the kind of thing you can look forward to.
Oh, that's so sweet.
You can look forward to that song when you're on your date. I think Tiny will probably perform that for you personally.
Oh,
I love it.
I can't wait.
All right, and keep yourself clean, okay?
Oh, I will.
All right, babe.
Okay.
Hold on.
Thank you so much.
And our other girls get lovely parting gifts. There it is. That's the whole story in a nutshell. Tiny Tim, unless you have anything further you want to add, are you appearing anywhere where people can see you?
Oh, thanks for asking, Sarah. First of all, I want to thank you all for being so wonderful.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
And
Robin,
thank you for being so...
And Mr. Stern, of course, and Mr. Jack, is it?
Yes.
Jackie, yeah.
For being
You don't have
nice.
to thank Fred. It's okay.
Mr. Fred,
Yes.
I thank
You don't. It's really not necessary.
And Mr. Gary for bringing all this stuff.
Yes,
The
yes.
gentleman who brought me that lovely orange juice. Yeah, I do have in fact in front of me. This is the first copy of "Leave Me Satisfied."
I'm going to put this on the turntable here.
Now, what's the name of this, Tiny?
"Leave Me Satisfied." Mr.
All
Robin,
right.
thank you.
Country western tune? Very nice. Wise pick.
Someone else is on your mind, is plain to see.